to make sure that you never fall. There and then all my dreams will disappear. There and then I will
Now drink it.
Okay, I'm
Every time I touch you just drown.
Don't watery down.
No, it doesn't taste like that.
Watching the fail vlog. Oh, eating me. Oh, don't do that. Oh, well. Go get ice here. Weird week. Weird night at Jay's bar. Just strange shit. I'm just gonna turn the music down a bit here. Informer, you know, it's a little old by now, so we'll just sit down and have a little chat. I don't know, weird night, weird week, strange. Pick my ear just because I can. So yeah, we had a weird, you know, strange because it was off for a couple of days, and that was for the holiday because I'm Jewish, and oh well. And that's about it. So now here we are left. Only one screen on. The other one shut off already. I just shut the music. Kill the rest of the bar there. But this is about it. So you have no light. You can't even see me, and that's about it. So yeah, we're all talking about how old video games and that, and trying to find me a hobby. It's just not. You know, I do daring shit, like trying to hook up a dishwasher with plumbing overhead and have it pump overhead. I did it. It's here. There's I have something called light here. That's a pretty interesting idea. Oh, look at that. See, and I did it, and now I could. You know, I have to wash all that. I could just throw it in there, and it's done, and I just put it away. So, but to have this dishwasher, like, I'm making any sense now, but to have this actually pump overhead in these hoses and down into this bucket under the sink in there. Like, it just doesn't, you know, this is my hobby, just doing strange shit. Hogan, who else the fuck would do this? Weird stuff. But, you know what, it doesn't, you know, there's nothing here. It doesn't leak. There's nothing here. Of course, it's not pressurized now. You just turn that on, but it still doesn't leak. And I have gauges on on the hot and the cold. Like it matters. It's off the same water supply. It doesn't even matter. But you can watch, and they give different readings. But this is the weird shit that I do. I'm strange. We know this. Rare breed indeed. But you know, what are you going to do, right? So we're going to end with the Champagne Supernova. I think I actually requested this before. Of course, I wouldn't remember. I'd have to check the log, but you know, it's a little strange how people, you know, because I was complaining how my life is shallow. In that, you know, I work all week, and then we have Jay's bar. I'll find it somewhere over there. Yeah, it's over there, and we did that. And you know, another thing that happened was that, you know, Listen Rob had a little tiff. But, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, shit happens, and I had that with Patty when we were going out, and and you get over it. You know, you get old, you get married, and you know, shit happens. So the bottom line here is that you know, Rob dropped Alyssa sort of, and she went boom on the floor, and that was it. But it's they had their little tip, and that's it. The problem here is that we get away from what Jay's Bar is about. Jay's Bar is about, I worked all week, Matt worked all week, Sam worked all week, Liz worked all week, Rob worked all week, we all worked all week. And you know what? Everybody hates working. Nobody likes working as a rule. But we have to do that because we're all American, and as per the jokes that I tell, which are more truth than jokes, you know, working all week is no fun. It's just part of what you got to do. Nobody enjoys it, but you do it, and you're done with it, and that's it. So that's what Jay's Bar is about, because now we get to sit down over here at Jay's Bar. We get to talk about how much we all hate our jobs. And, see, everybody's here because we got all the bar stools out like that. And that's it. So we get to talk about how much the week sucked and how much we all hate our jobs and how it's all done. And now that we're off from work, or at least I'm off from work, and I get to recuperate tomorrow, if that's even possible. Maybe by Saturday, but yeah. So, and that's it. And then we drink, and then we feel sorry the next day or something, and then we're fine, and then you go back to work again. It's a shallow life, though, because there's not much more to it than you work all week, you drink all weekend. You work all week, you drink all weekend. But even so, you know, I'll think of other stupid shit like I just showed you before to do during the week. I don't need much more of a hobby than that. I mean, nobody would do what the fuck I do. That's just my take on it. But anyway, here we are. We got lucky tonight. I shut the fogs off a little early. We took a little break with them. I shut them off, turn them back on, shut them off, turn them back on. And we didn't somehow set the fire alarm off. Just ended up working out that way, and hopefully we'll try to do that in the future. And that's it. So, I don't know. Like I said, we cannot lose sight of what Jay's Bar is about. Jay's Bar is about having fun. Getting rid of the work week, having a nice time, being with friends, the whole thing. And that's it. It's all done. It's all over with. You know, you have a little tiff here and there, it's one thing, but we've had a couple of bad nights, and when we have another one, it just leaves a really bad taste in my mouth, and that means that I'm going to have another drink. We know what that does, because I'm pretty drinking enough at this point. That's another patented word, drinking. Drinking, with a D-E-D at the end. So, that's it. So, you gotta, you know, we can't lose sight of that. So, we're gonna try again next week. We'll have maybe just Matt and Sam, and have a little thing, and we'll get together, and the weather's getting warmer out. We're in the, you know, we had a 90-degree day. Today was like in the low 80s, high 70s. We're going to be in the 60s for the next week and a half or so, but, you know, it'll end up that it's hopefully, with any luck at all, and I don't have faith in this planet, but with any luck at all, we'll end up having a nice summer and spring and the whole thing. So that's it. So, with that, not making any sense for the last minute, no, 6 minutes, 6 and change minutes probably, I'm guessing. That's it. We're going to shut down right here because we got one switch that right down in here that you can't see anyway. We'll just kill that. We got a switch here to shut that off. One switch here will kill that. And it's real easy. You just hit the power buttons here. You got a power button there, power button there, power button there. Everything shuts off. For the clock, that's what time it is, 11:32. Just shut it off. Gone, just like that. And now we just hit the power button over here, and we're all shut down. And that's what it's all about, guys. Have fun at Jay's Bar. That's the bottom line. Forget about the work week. Forget about whatever you did. Just that's it. It's just all about having fun, and we cannot lose sight of that. So we'll just continue on as we're going, and hopefully everything will work out. So, another night at Jay's bar. Little more than I wanted to handle, but what are you going to do? And I'll recuperate tomorrow morning. Got some errands to run, some shit to do. We'll get that over with, and we'll do it again next week. That's all I can tell you. We'll get through. It's one of these life things, you know? You get through it eventually, and that's it. So, 7 and change minute song. That's the end of it. So, wish you all a good night. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.